Well, hello. I did throw food in, so 15 minutes. I'm gonna take a look at that. But let's do some more. Right, I'm here.
I don't like this.
Looks like it goes to the Syndicate apartment, possibly Carmela Camelinas. But how she access the
The
corridors.
investigator is
Visit
here.
Dangate's little lair, anytime she needed to. So messed up. This is so messed up. This is the entrance to the council building. It takes seconds to get here from Damagante's vault.
Sure.
Diangante referred to his mother as a corridor lady. Bud proves that Carmelina is his
Don't
mother.
test me.
It's safe to assume that she made these corridors. She's the architect after all. Corridors give section of space and allows the users to cross the island in an extremely short space of time. Diangate said he'd be trying to kill Carmelina, hide him, and use these corridors to get him to the council to commit murder last night. Corridor that Diangante used to escape back to the hideaway wasn't the same as the others.
Ah,
Maybe Diangate inherited his mother's architecture powers and created it himself. Why didn't Carmelina just make a corridor that bypassed the seals?
sure.
Council kept the seals a mystery to her. Doesn't know what they are. He probably couldn't build a corridor to the location she doesn't know. You see what Carmelina claims her alibi is. Were task pyramid charms obtained? 3 holy pyramid charms, the god, the syndicate, the citizens. First holy seal protecting the council building is a pair of 2 high-ranking martial guards.
Primus
Killed last night by whoever breached the council building. Time to find some evidence. Killed with a blade, there are ragged gashes across the throat of each soldier. Cuts were done with a blade, but not a perfect one. Nicks or damage on the blade probably caused the messy cuts. There are symbols drawn in the blood. There are demonic lips from the cosmic language I don't recognize. Thanks. Do you see me? Martial guards from the first of the Holy Seals. High-ranking marshals that were supposed to shield the council from attack.
The investigator
They were
is
in
here.
someone's way. Let's run the blood.
The hell?
What the heck? Is this right? These are our marshals. I don't know who they are, but this blood doesn't match the ones on record for marshals assigned to the guard duty.
What the hell?
What the heck is going on? Had they been body swapped? Starlight wrong?
Don't
They both
like
had their throats
this.
cut. Lacerations are
We
ragged.
need to investigate.
Probably done with a damaged blade. Nanigante's knife didn't have the blood in it. It was a perfect blade too. Got it to the council without going through the guards.
Sure.
There are marks drawn on the blood.
Got it.
The blood matches the blood of the dead bodies. Looks like they've been daubed with a
The
finger.
investigator is
Maybe some
here.
kind of ritualistic marking.
Is this a fact
Henry had demonic symbols
or a
burned into
trick?
his skin as a result of his possession. Could indicate he was here. This is where Henry was found after he escaped. If I find where he started from, I can compare the timeline to the distance. Murder weapon Henry was found with looks like the combat knife. Clean blade, but covered in blood. So they can run the blood.
Got it.
All the blood on here is from the council members. 2 other blood samples here. This is the same blood of the dead bodies at the top of the stairs. We'll be leaving this way probably. Maybe. So when I approach from the actual entrance, Forbidden City Starlight getting obtained. It was outlawed. Yeah. Yes, I missed all of this part, that's right. Forbidden Sunset Starlight's getting obtained. Thank you. Belong. You ever been to Space Love Dies? I always wanted to. I hear the moon's nice and quiet. While strapped in beyond this door is space. Is that a metaphor or something? Nah, just a hardcore space. This is the second holy seal. It's a rock floating through space. You'll know the cosmos. Second holy seal's behind that door. Are you even listening? Yeah, one of the safeguards is that the killer got through. I'm gonna find a solution to the puzzle and the plateau to get to the rest of the building.
Wow.
How do you know about the second seal? Space is a stench full of cosmic horror and existential nightmares. I can smell it. And the puzzle? Came to this island through a psychic corridor in space. Got a feel for these
What
things.
the hell?
Could just solve the puzzle without any hints. Sure, why not? Imagine you put a rock in an empty drink can. You can turn the can and feel for the rock move. You can shake it and feel it. You learn how the rock moves, and without seeing it, you can work out how to get it out of the opening, right? Like that, but the rock is a dumb puzzle designed by someone who thinks they're more clever than they are, and they can't in space. I can just feel my way through. Ah, no, you aren't attuned. You're not from space. You can't feel the rock. Or the can. Speaking of cans,
Ow.
how am I supposed to get through the puzzle then? Are you kidding me? You're an investigation freak, aren't you? That's what everyone says, right? Investigate. Do you think there's anyone else on the island that can that knows about the seal? Someone that knows about space? The prime suspect is the Henry guy, right? He got through here. He might be because of the demonic demon inside him. Okay.
Ow.
I'll look at anything. I'm ready to do the puzzle. Came here. There's like a pathway could find their way through. Like you, yeah, like me. Whoops. But this is key. It need to be the one that has strength. Too weak. Henry's demon had got a host through. Great difficulty. What? How could Henry survive on a rock in space? Great difficulty, I'd say. The demon inside him probably kept his body together, stopped his organs being stuck out of his ears. Anything you can't do? Anything you demons can't do? Demons a ball of the angriest psychic energy I've ever seen. Get someone angry enough and they can do anything, including keeping someone alive in space. Why not stop being sarcastic? What the heck do you know about demons? I ran the Paradise Psycho unit. Where's that now?
Sorry.
That's what I thought. By the way, I got a present for you. You're going to need some help if you're going to space. Space helmet? Figured you want to breathe and keep your insides in your body. Where'd you get this? Spoken about around here this morning. It was behind one of those planters. Looked like someone dumped it. Means someone had to use it to get through the seal. Why are you asking me to get your investigation freak on? Add some heart stickers to it. Makes it yours, don't you think? Which planter did you find that behind? The one with the statue. Never mind that. Focus on the big picture. You're about to go to space. Have you been in there? Are you listening? My body's too fertile. I'm too weak to leave this island. Aren't you worried about what happens when this island ends? How I'll blink out of existence? I would spend all my time worrying about trivial crap like that. I'd have no time to think about us. Us? Yeah, maybe after you save this dump, you can take a long walk on the beach before. I'll talk about this another time, Sinji. And by another time, I mean not on the list this lifetime. Whatever. Customized space helmet obtained. This is where Sinji said he found the space helmet. Pink petals. Aren't any flowers here, so where do they come from? Yuri wears a hat with pink flowers.
Got it.
This is the maintenance hatch for the council building. Looks like it hasn't been opened. That's weird. And the tamper seals are cut and the gate has been pried off. Or has been pried open. Need a thin tool to open this. Scrap marks going into the access hole as well. Scrape. I'm dying. Something manhandled through here. Don't get don't. I'll go to the roof. If I can. Maybe I won't be. Not like that, that's for sure. Probably up there, go around, yeah, go probably that way, yeah. I should peep it then. Oh. Saved. Nauseating offering. Gems are offered to the gods by indigestion. Ingestion. It's been 11 minutes. Ever think about how messed up this is? Uh, what is? You guys are the bad guys? What do you mean? And they can worship dying gods that want to rule the world and drown it in sea of war and blood. I don't see how that makes us the bad guys. Guess you wouldn't. We're all heroes in our own minds, right? Catch you later. Symbols of an architect, Starlight Skin. The Feet of Lost Pain. This was before he managed to flee to the dark side of the moon, a popular song on the island of is Railgun Love. The lyrics are about that we're using a railgun to destroy the moon and kill the lost pain before he kills us. The bass is really good, painted by Lydia Daybreak. Elusive Silent Go carving. Silent Go, the first to speak to us, the Holy Catalyst. Pirate tracks. Tower that broadcasts music to the speakers on the island. A tape in here. To the heart love song played up to the cities. Cities are worth falling in love with. Nothing else like them. Alhamdulillah, in the city is a wonderful affair. Repelling gear. Someone trying to breach the building from up here. Can get you in behind the guards. Tire marks. Must be from Lydia. She's the only one on the island with the car. She's in the roof of the penthouse. Yeah, I'll talk to Shinji in just a minute. I'm go check my food. I'll be right back. My bad. One sec. Okay. I like the crows. Me too, they're comforting. I heard once that they are in the real world. Someone made a video game where you shoot a crow with something in your grenade. What are we talking about? Why are we talking about this? I'm in charge of the abductions, but you shouldn't be talking to them unless you're the interrogation. Which knows me over the abductions. You don't know that. You have respect for me. You didn't think about how I speak to people. Reading helper whiskey. Light colored whiskey often served with ice and bar snacks. Good drink to relax within the summer's evening. That's because the summer's evening is the most wonderful thing in the world. I'm gonna grab my food after I talk to Fajir. This is it. Council building where the bad crap went down. You feel the love dies? The afterglow of murder, of mass murder, man, I'm getting hard.
Crime is
Instincts of
repulsive.
crime is repulsive. What went on in there? Who did what to who? How did the killer get in? Isn't an entrance on his roof? It's a big investigation to do, eh? Enjoy. Cute. Right down? See you down there in the base. I'm gonna grab my food and then we'll do this. This is space, huh? Let's put you over here. Lovely looking as historic plateau. Esoteric plateau. I got an achievement. Put in terror. The space except for the esoteric plateau. What secrets does the second holy seal hold? My 0 G's. Not seen these symbols before. It might be a clue on the island. Be a clue on the island. I should go back. Okay, it's only 4 buttons. I could probably figure it out, but I'll go back. Definitely one of these in there.
Don't test me.
It's been a mistake. It takes 9 years to do. That's why, yeah.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, where's the last one?
Don't test me. I don't like this.
We'll be leaving. To witness his apartment. See what Carmelina claims her alibi is. Well, love spectacles. Sectuliers obtained. Outspoken's craft person's tools are a thing of beauty. It has been worn in the perfect fit for the user's hands over the years of use.
Those crystals obtained. Scene investigation.
Statue of a prophet crying grudge. God endlessly weeps at the visions of virtue he can't unsee. Plants collection. Witness collects and breeds rare plants. Sometimes it gives them as gifts, and then hands you to take your proper care of them for most fragile plants on this planet. Witness to the end's phone. Witness his phone. I can't take this to the comms. I can take this to comms to verify his location. Silent Goat, the Holy Catalyst. Relics from Persia from before the Great Betrayal. These are the early depictions of gods and demons. Now one's his phone in his apartment. I mean, if I need to, I can pull some records from that. Holy luxury chocolates obtained. Standard gift given to the host when Syndicus members visit each other. I don't have anything. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of my trash, and we'll do more. Give me 1 second. Talk to me, nerd.
Witness to the end.
So-called investigation freak returns to the island sequences. Overseer of each dying paradise. Born in the Chaos Palace, Northern Iran in AD 981, under the signs of destroyed Eden. As a child, Witness was enslaved under the banner of Crying Grudge, but to work building the perpetually growing Chaos Palace in North Persia. From the Great Betrayal, Witness refused to budge in his devotion, fleeing to hide within the impossible labyrinth of the Chaos Palace. As Quail found a Witness and urged him to follow him, when became close, Witness was still a young man, and as Quail, older and wiser. Witness looked up to him as a father figure after being taken from his own father at a young age. Witness holds a great deal of responsibility overseeing the end of the island, and ensures every failure is perfect, collects and breeds rare plants in his penthouse. Good to see you again, Witness. Apologies for Starlight, I do remember you. How long has it been since you last did work for the Holy Masters? Time moves so strangely here. We are grains of sand that drift in the astral wake of the heavenly titans. Especially after last night, the island is ready to end. Time flow is broken, the gods are displeased. Supposed to be their loyal servants, our only purpose is to resurrect them. Now we squabble and scheme, our holy work brought to the screeching halt by murder. So many have strayed from the path. Must be a sign from the gods.
I'm glad to be back.
I'm here to do the work of the gods. I can see it in you, loved eyes. The fire of holiness. I live in fear of the rage of the cosmic deities. Maybe you can quell their anger. What's with the holy proclamations? Isn't your usual style. Far too much has happened in your absence. Truth has become more immutable. Our masters are not being served. Syndicate has lost his way. I have not strayed from the path. Too many of us have forgotten what it means to serve our masters. The fear last night was one of our punishments. Maybe it was a divine reminder. Gods work in esoteric ways. Are you here to punish the wicked monster who committed the atrocity? Sinner that allowed demons on the island, will he burn in the fire of justice?
Sure.
You can be sure of it. Any that would hinder the ascension of our cosmic overlords must be purged. Now how can I assist you with your holy work? Just chill with you? Want to chat, Witness? I must warn you though, I am not one for long conversations. The gods are watching us. Do you think they are happy with what they see? Probably not. They are the calm eye of the storm, and we have fallen away from them, swept away in the monsoon of sin. Please tell me you also devote yourselves to the holy masters. Of course. I have a job to do. On my body and mind. Fanaticism fills me with hope. One day we may be able to make the gods happy. Please join me in prayer. Your journey across the stars came to us and gifted so much. He was the first, the holy catalyst. Man's dark age was scorched by fire of devotion. In the face of sin and heresy, I sing the silent goat. You heard us in the crystal caves, the evil hear us again. First, the holy catalyst, silent goat. May we always walk with you. Maybe another time, Witness. I pray that you do not fall into sin.
Crime cannot
Do you believe
hide.
Henry is responsible? All I can do is trust the gods and have faith in that what happened was part of the divine
I
will.
have a bad
But do you
feeling
believe
about
Henry did
this.
it? It is not for me to question the gods.
The truth
Witness, do you think anyone has a motive for killing the council? This island is full of sinners. Our holy mission has been left unattended for far too long. Any number of sinners could have done it. Perhaps it is an act of the gods' heavenly anger that leads to heavenly smiting. Tell me about the sinners. Island crawls for them. They pay lip service to the gods, but they don't follow our sacred mission. Island sequences generated. They used to be righteous. Now I
I
despair.
have a bad feeling about this.
What about the accused? Henry is a citizen, not a syndicate member. Citizens are sinners too. They did not pray hard enough. Syndicate did not compel them to pray hard enough. Did not compel them to pray hard enough. Citizens were restless, insubordinate. Dissident spreads. One let demons onto the island. Why stop there? I'm thirsty. Do this to ourselves. Boo doo 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 doo. We will overcome it. Hope so. What about your motive? Do you have a motive for killing the council? I am a humble servant striving to live in the righteous path. Murdering the council is not on this path. I'm taking your word for that. What reason would I have to kill the council? How does it benefit our holy mission? Who determines the path? The gods, of course. Did the gods want to kill the council? Don't be ridiculous. Last night.
Where?
Where were you last night? I spent the night here in my apartment. Anyone cooperate?
You're
Or am I talking to, taking your word for it? You don't need to take that tone with me, investigator. Architect Carmelina was here as well. We left when we were summoned to the crisis meeting. Pry. Romance? Some romance at the end of the island? That period of our lives is long gone, investigator. Was there anything odd about her behavior? We had a pleasant time. We shared some wine that I've been saving and prepared to say goodbye to paradise.
to investigate this.
And you two were in each other's company all evening? Stepped out onto my balcony to take a phone call from Grand Marshal Akiko. It was fleeting. No more than 5 minutes. What time was this call? Shortly before death visited the island. Akiko was reporting the escape of Henry. Lasted for about 5 minutes. Followed up with Grand Marshal. How long after this, marshals were stationed outside of the elevator to my apartment. Akiko 14 a short while before the council murder. He stepped out of the room, away from Carmelina, for some privacy. Do you have any proof that you were both in the apartment? I have my computer at the entrance logs everyone that enters and exits this apartment. Pull the records from that and check it for yourself. Why is yours the only apartment with a logging system? You can't be too careful. Take my privacy seriously. Paranoia, got it.
Thank you.
Thank you for your cooperation. Carmelina was in your apartment as well all last night. What about you when you stepped out to take a call? Didn't see her out on my balcony. I was over there. I stepped out using my sliding door. Carmelina had left by the front door. You wouldn't have seen her. I wouldn't. I also didn't hear the elevator, so if she did leave my apartment, she would have only been out here. Did you hear the elevator every time I had to come to speak to you? Now that you present the question to me, I'm surprised to say that I didn't put it down to exhaustion. I haven't slept. Why are you asking? I'm working on a lead. What do you know about KHX's disappearance? Nothing. He often went for periods of isolation. Sorry, I can't help more. Lady Love dies. He's dead. What do you know about the second Holy Seal? Nothing. Lady Love dies. A mystery to everyone on the island. See Lydia and Sam last night? Beat the Euro. He's her handler. What do you know about the murder of Grace Bloodlines? Wasn't that case solved years ago? Do you know anything about the murder of the martial guards outside of the council building? Is the case not open and closed? Do you believe there is more? Have you scoured the council building? Bye. Bye. May you fly with the sword Eden, and may you reach your moon.
Got it.
Order was different and was amateurish. Bypasses the seals. Carmelina and the witness were together at the time of the murder. There is about a 5-minute window when witness stepped out of this balcony to take a call from Mikiko. Carmelina could have used that time to travel through one of these corridors, get to Diane Gate, and take him to the council building.
Glad to
Trials are going to be exciting. Yes, this is the fourth Holy Seal.
the
What's the deal?
investigator
The data port, Starlight might find something. Data port OS Syndicate OS Black Planet Ver. Interfacing, handshaking, authenticating. Welcome to Syndicate OS Black Planet. Deactivate the fourth Holy Seal barrier. Please become godlike.
Nanny, the hell?
Barrier, the barrier's freaking out. Become godlike. Please present godliness to a bioscanner.
That's weird.
Checking to see if someone's biologically godlike. Error. Fourth Holy Seal is not responsive. System has suffered a critical failure. Please reboot system leader Montserrat. Authorization required. Fourth Holy Seal is toast. Whatever happened last night did a number in it. Godlike? How does someone become godlike? There is a god in paradise, I could ask. Who is that? The demon? Yo, loot.
Sure.
Strange blood spray here doesn't match any of the council members. Sprays from a bullet exiting the body. As for what's his face?
I have a bad
Dodging the
feeling
walls,
about
got around.
The investigator is
My bad. Been fired twice as an old weapon that uses Fukada rounds. Blood matches Dying Gate as he was here last night. Montserrat shot Dying Gate, presumably in defense. Maybe Dying Gate busted in here and started slicing, but Montserrat got a shot out before it was over. High Priestess and Counselor Gabriella Devotion calls death as deep laceration through the abdomen. May the silent God go walk with you in all your cosmic heavens. Everyone has been sliced up with a blade. The lacerations are all clean.
the investigator is here.
They were done with a sharp, perfect blade.
Got it.
Clean cuts. They don't have any skin cells under the fingernails. They were killed before they knew what was happening. Could have been killed with the knife I found on Dying Gate. The type of lacerations the victim's matches blade. Counselor Kafka memory calls his death was a vertical laceration from his groin to rib cage. Most of his organs had spilled out. And the silent go walk with you in all of your cosmic heavens. Counselor the Lunatic Pope, missing several fingers, which suggests he tried to defend himself from an attack with a blade, calls his death as a deep horizontal cut through the head. May the silent go walk with you in all your cosmic heavens. Counselor Pandora 2 calls his death as a horizontal slash across the stomach, which emptied her of her organs. May the silent go walk with you in all of your cosmic heavens. And fit to find a dead killer demon inside the council's penthouse. Shot on the head, it was a perfect knife, like claws that are covered in the blood of council members. Bullet is stuck in the skull.
Sure.
The Fukada round, a high-powered bullet. A gun lying next to leader Montserrat. Hellish claws on his arms, like knives, they are perfect as well. Claws are covered in blood, Starlight can run the blood.
Ah,
Several council members. Council were all killed with a perfect blade. This thing's claws could have done it. What the heck is this thing doing here? Does this have anything to do with Henry? Or the demons on the island?
the investigator.
Senji is on the island, so the marshals definitely didn't catch them all. The marshal missed Senji, they missed Killer Demon too. This crate is bizarre. Looks like it was hidden in the chest.
Strange.
Let me bring it here and hide it as a trap. Looks like there was a containment crate. It looks like the containment crate busted open, smashing open the chest. We could get a killer demon in here and find a way to release it at the right time. Make a hands-free murder weapon. A number of restraints inside, and the inside is covered with claw marks. Restraints have scarred, sacred wards in them, sorry. Those are used to subjugate demons. And this is where the killer demon came from, the Claw of the Marks match. Killer demon came from this crate. It didn't kill the marshal downstairs. Killer demon got here via the containment crate. It means it didn't go through the holy seal. Someone brought it through the seals and left it here. Someone planted the trap when the council were vulnerable. Someone released a psycho killer demon to attack them. They assuming no one would get through it into the crime scene afterwards, though. The crate leaves a trail of evidence. Did it matter, though? Was the presence of the killer demon enough to complete the plan? Or did they assume that the seals would never be open again? They assumed that I wouldn't be on the island investigating bad call. Starlight's detecting dead zone residue from the crate. Crate must have come from the demonology bunker in dead zone. There are more in there.
Sure.
Crate has a remote receiver on the lock. Someone could have remotely activated it to open it. But who? And there are two I've done already. Monster Rat. Coughs of death is sliced windpipe and artery, and there's a gun lying next to him. Artery. There's a strange pendant around his neck. May the assailant go walk with you in all your cosmic layers. Counselor Fine Strangler. Cause of death is nearly being decapitated by a laceration across his throat. May the assailant go walk with you in all your cosmic heavens. Counselor Making Origin. Cause of death is slashed across the throat. Counselor Leon Disaster. Cause of death appears to be a blade taking off the front of his scalp, slicing through his brain. May his assailant go walk with you in all your cosmic heavens. And once the council uses traverse to conceal. Pink petals, just like the ones downstairs. This is put Yuri at the scene. He wears a hat with pink petals. I'm gonna open the trials without anything to go back it up. I can walk right through it. Third Holy Seal. It looks like it's the it looks like a bloodlock. Starlight can take a look. Okay. A bloodlock coded to council blood. Get through this, you need to have a blood of one of the council members in you. Presumably example is trick to lock with. Whose blood lodged in through here? All the council expected. Lock has hardly been used since the start of the island. There's only a few instances of logins over the centuries. Every time the lock has been opened, it's been a group. Entire council, no exceptions except recently. Two anomalies here. One unknown blood sample that logged in last night after all the council had entered the meditation. This matches the blood took from Dying Gates. He was here last night. He also entered the hallowed ground. Henry's blood was used in this lock last night. Does that put him at the scene? Henry's father was Isaac Kawami, a council member. Gives him the council blood he needed to open this blood lock.
Sure.
And one of the council logged in 2 days ago, stayed for a few minutes, and then left Kafka memory. What was he doing here without the rest of the council? The blood chiller Sam had in the distillery had a blood sample bottle with a letter K on it. Bottle was scrubbed clean, but it could very well be Kafka's memory blood. For what does that mean? Sam used it 2 days ago to open the blood lock. Was he setting up the crime? Check with Doom Jazz, maybe a sample. We have a lot to talk about with Doom Jazz, man. Who opened the third seal? Ime. Oh, was there more there? I thought I saw something on the ground there. Location unknown. Blood trail leads away from the council penthouse. Whose blood is it? Match any council members that were here last night. Tries to have eyes Kawami's blood. Took his own life years ago though. Doesn't match Henry's blood. Doesn't have a massive wound on him anyway. Dying Gate, so he was here last night. Quarter must be where Dying Gate escaped through. After he was shot. And I can get out this way, son of a gun. Son of a gun.
Don't test me. Sure.
This is so messed up. That it is. That it is. Hear me out. Or was I seeing things? It was just you? I mean, you're down there, but I thought I saw something else up here. It really was just the light, huh?
Got it.
Knife is inscribed with "Always yours, Sammy baby." Must belong to Lydia. I found outside the council building. The blade has some minor damage. There are next to it, "Always yours, Sammy baby" etched onto it. Must belong to, to Lydia. Possible murder weapon. If it was, the sea has washed away the blood.
I need to investigate
The
this.
blood then probably washed away with high tide. Blade is damaged though. It has nicks all around. It's shame this was a nice knife once. Damage grate is on the balcony right above her here. Was this knife used to open it? Shut, Sammy. I dropped my knife. Sammy, what are we gonna do? It's fallen, it's fallen. Persevere as always, Lydia.
Crystal obtained.
Frick.
Brief warning.
I own this one. Or I've used this one. Oh, this is right here. You ever looked at?
Sure.
It must have been littering. Maybe not. This bottle has blood in it.
Analyzing.
That's weird.
Is the blood of every member of the council in here?
The investigator.
The fingerprints? We're a suspicious thing to find.
Ooh, the investigator.
Up above is the entrance to the council building where Kiko allegedly found Henry after the murder. Just as Henry was found with the blood of the victims in his stomach. If he is being framed, this is a good way of getting it to him. Someone do the murder and take the blood of each victim, bottle it up and force Henry to imbibe it. Imbibe it.
Blood crystal obtained.
Blood crystal uptide. Island sequence 4. Fourth island sequence. We understand communing with the gods that us the alien devils in. They rot our islands and condemn us to failure. We must never speak to them. Some do not obey the law. Yeah, we're at slash marker. I'm gonna do a slash marker. Get a refill, and then we'll do more.
Blood crystal
Blood
obtained.
crystal update. Observed message stones obtained. Stones painted by children before they go to the slaughter ritual. Make wishes for their next life. Citizens do not have a life. Next life. Tie the broadcast music to the speakers on the island. Betty Blue reminders, remember how her lipstick looked in the TV? And his lipstick? Divine, I love those two. Late nights were better back then. Okay, we'll do the rest of this stuff on the beach when I get back.